Welcome to Plant a Garden TV. How you guys doing today? Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, because the like button, when you hit the like button, this is how the video gonna get out there. Just asking you for your support by hitting that like button. So guys, today what we doing today, we actually was testing our eddoe to see if they ready to harvest, because most of every year what I do, I allow them to dry right down to the ground, and then sometimes I can't figure out where is the root. So sometimes I got to leave a lot of them in the ground. So this year I'm harvesting them a little early while their stem is up, so I can know exactly where to dig not to damage the eddoe itself. Now I'm gonna show you, before I go and start harvesting a few holes. I'm only gonna be harvesting a few holes today, but before I harvest, let me show you what is eddoe. Eddoe is a root crop. This is the plant here. This is the plant. It's a root crop. It produces leaf all during the garden season, and we also eat the young leaf. And within September, October, you could come and you could harvest the root of the plant. So this is actually the eddoe, the root of the eddoe. These are some nice decent eddoe. These are actually the roots, and these are the roots that we will be eating. So now we have a small one here. This could go some more, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna put these back in the earth, and they're gonna come back the following year. Now even this one, look here too. This is a nice one here too. Thank you guys. Thanks for hitting the like button. I will appreciate it, guys. So this is actually eddoe. The good thing I love about eddoe, you could replant them. So now let me show you what we're gonna able to replant here. We're gonna able to replant these heads. These are the heads. So what we do, let me see if I got, hold on. What we do now, we cut the top. Let me show you how we're gonna do it. We're gonna cut the top, and then when we cut the top, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna basically put it back in the soil. So if you live in the tropical, sorry guys, so yeah, I'm trying to cut off the top here, right? All right, so this is actually the top. So what we do with this, we put this back into the soil, and this gonna come back up in the spring and produce more like these. You see what I'm saying? So this one too, we're gonna be doing the same thing with this one. We're gonna cut off the top and put them back in the soil. So I believe that eddoes, I truly believe, if you're in zone 6 or you're in zone 7, hey Life with Tashara, how you doing? Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, I do believe that in zone like zone 6, zone 7, zone 8, zone 9, I do believe if you put them back in the ground, they're gonna come back for the following year. I know for sure zone 8, zone 9, and I'm sure zone 7, all you gotta do around this time, after you harvest, let me show, after you harvest, you dig a hole and you put them back into the ground. All right, so for the next season, you're gonna be having more of to harvest. So you see, this is a small, nice harvest of eddoes. Now, guys, let's go around and let me show you how to harvest eddoes. So what we actually doing today was the goal is today is to start checking to see how our eddoes doing. Should we harvest them now or should we harvest them a little later down in the season? But like I said, every time I wait for later down in the season, what happening is all the leaf dries down, and then when the leaf dries down, I cannot able to know where exactly is the root of the eddoe. So if I do it a little earlier, what's gonna happen, I will able to see exactly where to put the shovel. Like for instance, let me show you guys this. These are the leaf that you can eat. These leaf comes up. So all through the garden season, they produce these leaves. So we're able to feed from these leaves. So now, at this point in time, we come now to harvest the root of the plant. So this is a really good plant to have in your garden because it feeds you from its leaf. Okay, let's see what's going on with this one here, guys. All right. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on here. This have some pretty nice size, guys. These are eddoes right here, guys. Oh, they're so nice and pretty. Look at their colors. So now is a beautiful time to harvest because it's easier. Hey, good eats, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, it's easier to find the root of the eddoe. It's easier. Look at it. Check it out. You see, guys, what? Easier for find the root of what here. So all these, some of these, you can, like for instance, if you feel like they're too small, you can put them back in the ground. So what's gonna happen? They're gonna come back next garden season. All right, next spring. Now, for instance, this, we're gonna put this back into the ground. We also, like right here, guys, I'm gonna show you how we do it. This was a crop. This was a garden. I start out with 3 eddoe plant, 3, and it has multiplied to hundreds of eddoe plants now from 3. How do we multiply them? All these little pieces, we add them back into the soil every year. So every year our crop get bigger and bigger. Now this year is the head of the eddoe. Let me show you. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take out the stem like that and we're gonna bury back this piece. So when we put this back in the ground, what's gonna happen next spring, it's gonna reshoot itself for next springs. Yes, thank you, good eats, thank you. What is this called? It is type of, okay, thank you for that, good eats, thank you. It's eddoe, thank you. This is a crop that produce under the ground. It produce leaf that we can eat during the season, and it also produce a root crop, which these are the root crop. So what you do, you peel these just like how you peel potato. You could boil them, cook them in soup. You can mash them up and make soup. You could use them in soup as well. You could make porridge with them. It is a really interesting crop. Do your own research, guys. Now, This is how we multiply our crop. This now, we're going to put this back into the ground like that, and we're going to cover it. You see? So we're going to happen, next garden season, a root of Eddoe going to come right back up here. All right? This is what I love about this crop. After you harvest, you take the head of the plant and you just put it back in the ground and you cover it up. All in the spring, maybe like March, April, you're gonna see, you start seeing new spring coming up. Now these are the Eddoe plants right here. This is actually the Eddoe plant, goes all the way over there. But now, as we see where their root, they start drying down. Once you see their leaves start quailing, look what's going on here. See how the leaves start quailing and they start falling? You know it's time for harvest. So for what I'm seeing right now, this is exactly why I want to harvest them now. Because, all right, Neville, all right. This is why I'm harvesting them now, because if you don't harvest, if you wait until their limbs dry right down to the ground, it's going to be so hard for you to find the crop, find the root. So you see like this, I can see where the root is, so it make it easy for me to dig down to see if there's any eddoes under here. And yes, there's actually eddoes under here. You see, guys? This is why I love growing these crops. And like I said, all you got to do, you dig out the hole. If you got to widen it a little, and you take off the top, and you add them all back down in the hole. And all you do, you cover them up, and guess what? Next spring, they're gonna be growing up out of the ground. So this is a crop where you actually able to harvest and replant at the same time. We also have dasheen. Dasheen does the same thing. We also have Tanya, which do the same thing. We feed from their leaf during the garden season. Then in the fall, we come and we harvest their root. Now, what, like I was now mentioning, what I really love, after you harvest these, you ain't even got to worry once you put back the, and sometimes you end up leave some small ones in the ground, and because you leave the small one in the ground, they also reshoot up in the spring. So it's really a good idea growing these food. I know many people don't know about this plant, but please do your research. Please do your research. Maybe you might get an understanding of the benefit of these plants, and you might just want to plant them. So let's see again. We come in with this root right here. All right. All right, guys, you see, we're getting some. Sometimes they're not going to be as big as you would love them to, but these are, when you're talking about eddoes, these are really good size. You see, guys? Yes, these are some nice size. If you don't know about this plant, you should educate yourself about this plant and you might just enjoy growing it. What I also like about this plant, it don't take too much to grow them at all. So what we do, guys, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. We cut off the, right. Now we add these back down in the soil like this. And what we do, we cover it back. We cover it back. And guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna have this gonna come right back up next spring. And we will able to harvest from them again. So far, I'm just harvesting dinner today. I'm not doing too much. It's just enough for dinner. But I'm just showing you guys, because why I'm showing you guys this, because we was talking about harvesting eddoes and growing eddoes, and I'm showing you guys how you grow them. I'm showing you guys how you cut the leaf. I even did a video where I was cooking the leaf them. Now we actually in the season where we can actually harvest them. Let's check out this root. Let's see what's here for us, guys. Let's see what's here, guys. Okay, look like we have some stuff here. Yes, 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 yes. Eddoes. So now we could harvest eddoes, go right down till October, November. Yeah. Hey guys, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. I will truly appreciate it. Now, all these is what we're gonna be putting back in the soil. We're gonna put these back in the soil. So let me, on this channel, guys, if you follow this channel, I guarantee you, you will not go hungry. Because we teach you how to grow, what to grow. Because this is about feeding survival and feeding our family. Time is getting hard and we have to learn how to feed ourselves. Okay, now what we do now, we come, these are the plants, right? These are the plants, and what we now see there is the root. So now all we're gonna be doing, we take off this, we take our shovel, we put it there and we cut it. And what we do, we put it back down in the soil. You see? Now this, let me do this one as well, do this one as well, do this one as well. So right now we in November, but guess what? We replanting a crop for next spring. So you will always have food, and these you could also use these for compost. Could put these back in your compost pile. All right, so now what we do now, we come, we take our shovel and we cover them back. Yes. So next spring, these plants gonna produce for themselves. So it's not a hard thing, guys. It's not a hard thing. It's just a beautiful idea of the type of food that we should utilize our space. So for the people who now come in the life, this is what I'm harvesting here. I'm harvesting Eddoe. I'm just harvesting enough for dinner today. Hi, Life with Tasha, how you doing? And these leaf, we can also pick these leaf here. You see these leaf? We use this, we call it callaloo. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to cook eggplant, Eddoe leaf, and the Eddoe root itself, which this is the leaf. These are the leaf. All go over there. That's Eddoe all the way going over there. So we don't want to harvest everything one time. We just want to take our time and harvest from time to time because the garden season is still on. But the thing is, we don't want to allow the garden season, the fall, to come before we harvest. Because if we are, like I was mentioning earlier, if we come and leave the frost to hit the leaf, it's going to dry down, and then we're going to have to be fumbling, trying to figure out where is the plant. But now the plant is up. It's easy for us because we actually can see the root of the plant. Let me see what's going on with this one here. Okay, we see some here, guys. We have one here, two. Okay, this is a nice root. This is a nice root right here. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. This is live gardening you're getting. You don't find this anywhere, guys. If you're on your phone, please double tap the screen. All right, so what we actually doing here now, guys, we're taking these back and we're putting them back in the soil. So like I was saying, we're creating a crop for the next season. We're creating a crop for the next season. So you replant them, and after you replant them, you make sure you put some soil. You see them down in the hole, you make sure you put some soil and you cover them. So the garden season ain't even end yet, but you almost have a crop in the ground. So every root we harvest, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be adding back the top to the soil. Let me see how much we have here. This can give me, is a lot to harvest, but I don't want to harvest all because we still have a little more time. Let me carry this up here. So let me show you guys what is actually going on. So far, this is what we have is so far. This could definitely be dinner, and these are heads that we got to take off the top and put them back in the soil. So this is nice little harvest, and the truth is we ain't even harvest much, but it's just enough for dinner today. How do we prepare this thing? How we prepare it? This is it right here. You peel off the skin with a knife. You could cook it just like how you cook mashed potato. You could mash it up. You could make, just like how you make mashed potato. You could cook it in soup. Some people also use them and make flour. What they do, they dry them up. They dry them, peel them, dry them, and cut them, dry them, and then grate them. Then turn them into flour. This is a very rich food. This is very rich food right here. All right? Thank you. This is very rich food right here. And it's so much, still so much to harvest. Let me show you why I start harvesting them. All right, let's go down here. I'm going to show you all the way down there. We have them all the way down there. But if you notice, you see their leaf start changing color. Once you see their leaf start changing color and you see their leaf start falling to the ground like this, it's time for you to harvest them. These are the same leaf them I'm telling you about that we cook as well. So cooking these, you could cook the leaf, also the root. Look, we have another leaf here. So we're going to be harvesting the young leaf and also the root. So coming over here, this is another crop right here. But like I know was mentioning, a few weeks ago, these was real tall up in the air, just like these. But if you notice what's going on, you notice they start dropping their leaf. So because they're dropping their leaf, it's definitely time to harvest. So you can harvest them now. If you hold back until maybe October, November, what's gonna start happening? You're not gonna be seeing these. And this is how you know where the plant is. So if you wait till October, November, these gonna dry, so you wouldn't able to know exactly where the plant is. And I learned the hard way by doing that. So this year, I'm not promising myself to wait that late. This is why I'm starting now. So I will know exactly where to harvest, where to dig. Because you also don't want to dig and damage the Eddoe plant. You don't want to dig and damage them. You want to dig in places where you have space and you know for sure it's not going to bother. It's not going to have you digging up the eddoes then. All right? Because if you dig the eddoes, it could make it a little messed up for you, because most likely you will be cutting them in two. All right, so let me take you up to this other eddoe patch up here. What we're going to do up here, we actually going and test this one. We're going and find out if this crop up here is also ready for harvest. We already figured out that these was ready to harvest. If you look, we have some pretty nice size eddoes. Pretty nice size. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please hit the like button. This is how these type of videos get out there, that people can know there's actually ways to grow your food natural, and there's actually food out there that you can use and feed your family on a regular basis. This is a plant you could actually have in your garden, feeding your family, because like I mentioned, all through the summer, all through the spring, and through the summer, they produce these leaves. And you could use these leaves the same way you use collards. All right? Boil them down. You at least got to boil them for over at least 45 minutes. But these are rich leaf that's really good for our body. Even these is very good. So let's go up here and see if this crop up here is ready. Let's see if this area here is ready for harvest. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna try this one here. So if this one have enough, then if this one have, then we know this whole crop is ready. We also gonna go up there and check out that area as well. So let's see, guys. Okay, let's see what's going on here, guys. Hey, Mama J. Yes. All right, guys. Yes, guys. Yes, look at here. This is a pretty big one. So for what we see in here, the whole area is ready for harvest. These are eddoes, guys. These are some real nice size eddoes right here. Okay, so like we tell you guys, this goes back into the ground. This gonna produce. I gotta do it over and over because I know new people coming in the chat, so I want them to know. So this now is what you're gonna plant back in the soil. All right, this is what you're gonna plant back. So when you plant this back next spring, this gonna come back up as a fresh plant. So let's harvest this other root here, guys, and see what's going on. So for what we notice, this area here is also ready to harvest as well. So this is a really good sign. This is a really good sign. So now you could actually come right now with your pick and your shovel and you could harvest. Hey, oh man, these are so pretty, man. Look how pretty these are, guys. Wow. So yes, guys, I hope this video is motivating someone today, guys. At Plant a Garden TV, there's so much we share. Now, these are the heads. So what we're doing, we're putting them back down in the soil. Back down. So guess what? Next spring, like I now mentioned, these gonna come back up fresh, like a brand new plant. So you keep feeding yourself, and then when they come up as a brand new plant in the spring, what you do, you pick the young leaf. You pick the young leaf, and you can use them just the way you do collard greens. You boil them. You boil them and with some okra. That's a good recipe right there. So we just want to check different areas just to see what's going on. So let's see again. Let's go put these with the rest. You see, so that tells me all these are ready. That's what that tells me. All right. So now, let's go and check again, guys. We're going somewhere else and check now, because we want to know if we can come in and make a serious harvest or if we need to wait a little more. So for instance, we know down that side down there, we're ready for harvest. We know over there is ready for harvest. Now we want to see up here now. We want to know if this area is ready for harvest as well. As you can see, we have a nice crop here too. Nice crop going all the way over there. So what we're going to do here now, guys, we need to see if this crop, if this area is ready for we harvest as well. Okay, what is this? Is this a dasheen? Or this one look like a tanya. So let's check and see if this tanya is ready to harvest, or we just need to leave them for a few more months. So what we're seeing here, this, we got to leave this. This ain't ready. If you notice here, this is a tanya. And if you notice, you're going to see the small tanya right here now coming out. So we don't want to mess with no more of the tanya, because we're going to leave them until maybe down in October. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take this and we're going to put this back in the soil. Back in the soil. Down in the soil, you see it there? Down in the soil, and what we do next, we take the soil and we cover them back. So like I said, early in the spring, they're gonna come right back up. Let's go and check out. This one here is a dasheen. That's a dasheen. You see how the leaf massive? That's a dasheen. I'm not gonna harvest the dasheen now. If you notice, you're gonna see, and this is how you're gonna verify when they're ready for harvest. This leaf is really green and powerful still. So you know that this can go a lot more. So what you focusing on, you're focusing on the ones them where their leaf is falling down. And we're not seeing much of that here. So maybe we might just need to leave these to go a few more weeks or so. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try these two roots just to have an idea of what's going on up inside here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if they're ready, or let's see if they don't ready. All right, these are ready. So basically, what we're seeing, all the eddoes is ready, but the tanya is not ready. The tanya and the dasheen, I know for sure, ain't ready. But what we're seeing, the eddoes them is ready for harvest. Can we see? All right. So always remember, guys, when you harvest your eddoe, you make sure you take this and you put it back in the ground. You make sure, so you ain't got to worry about a new crop. Next year, you already planted already. Hey, Pure Grow, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, so you see, this is a crop. So what I'm doing is I'm harvesting and I'm replanting the crop at the same time. That's how blessed this plant is. You're able to harvest, and at the same time while you're harvesting, you're able to replant a new crop for the new next garden season. Okay, let's see what's going on with this one here, guys. Yes, yes, yes. This is eddoes. Glad you're here, so you could see what I'm talking about. This is it here. This is it. So for what we see, what did we learn? What did we learn today? We learned that the Eddoe crop is ready. Root crop, that's, yes, this is root crop, yes. Yes. So what we learned about all the Dasheen, Eddoes, Tanya, what we learned that the Eddoes is definitely 100% ready to harvest. But the Dasheen still need more time. The Tanya still need more time. But we know for a fact our Eddoes, so now we can come out every day. We can come out every day and harvest Eddoes because we know the Eddoes is ready. Let's try this root, and this is gonna be the last root for the day. Let's try this one and see what's going on. So meanwhile, this is, guys, you need to do your research on the Eddoe plant. Do your research on the Eddoe, Dasheen, and Tanya. You mightn't be familiar with this plant. I'm sure there's a lot of people who really don't know about this plant. Do your research on this plant. And this might be a plant you will just enjoy growing. The good thing about it is it can grow in container. The other good thing about it is you don't have to do too much to these plants. These plants will just, once they come up in the spring, you clean out the weeds them from around them, you put some soil around them, and they will just grow. You ain't got to do go too extra. So let's see what is this crop down here have to offer. So this gives us another idea of what. Okay, all right, guys. Okay, this is Eddoe. Okay, this is Eddoe right here. Okay, all right. Okay, this. And regardless to what you do, you're gonna end up leave back some in the ground. You definitely will leave back some in the ground, but don't worry about it, because guess what? It's gonna come right back up in the spring. So don't worry about it at all. Okay, this one, should I harvest you? Let me see. Nah, I'm gonna leave you. So what you do, always remember, after harvest, put the top back in the soil. Always remember that. Because what you're actually doing, you're creating another crop. For what I'm seeing here, hey planter, I watched your video around mango planting, so I got 2 of 4 seeds to germinate. They're off to a good start. Thank you for your content and information. You're welcome, you're welcome. I'm happy that you're able to use the information and make it work for yourself, because that is what this channel is about. It's about motivation. It's about motivation to motivate others. All right, so as you see, guys, we did an amazing job, because guess what? Our garden is producing food, and this is what I keep telling everyone. It's not about growing a garden. It's always about production. And listen to me, guys. Don't follow anyone focus on the things you want to grow. All right? Focus on what makes sense. All right, you see, guys? This is what I now harvest. You know how much this costs in the store? Do you know how much this costs in the store? All right. Now, for the people who now come in, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Please, if you come in and you didn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. All right, that's all I'm asking, to hit the like button. All right. Now, as I mentioned earlier, so for the people who now come into the chat, as I mentioned earlier, this is 2 crops you could get from 1 crop. And you could feed yourself, you could feed your family, and be a healthy person within that garden season. 2 crops. These leaf is very valuable. I remember times gone by when a lady, you know, sometimes a lady make a baby and she not releasing any milk at the time. This is what my grandmother and them used to be using. They used to go in the Eddoe field or the dashing field, and they will go and they will pick a bunch of these and they will cook them up, boil them up really nice for the lady, and then you see, then milk start releasing. So this is very good food, and they also is fiber. Now, when we talk about fiber, guys, this is why it's important for us to pay attention to our health. Because when we talk about fiber, this is fiber. This have a lot of fiber. You're gonna have a lot of Eddoe. Did you just start? Yes, I now start harvesting. And this is just a few holes that I harvest. Yes, fiber. Fiber is very good. Fiber is very, very good. But I'm gonna tell you something. Like, fiber is really good for us. But many times, why we just have so much problems, many times we just wait till a problem occur to now start feeding ourselves with fiber and nutriment and vitamin and try to build our immune system. We wait until we have a problem, like the doctor say, oh, this happened to you. Then you now turn into these food expecting them to heal you. Well, guess what? Sometimes it don't really work that way because the situation already gone far. So what I'm saying is, pay attention to what you eat. Think about what you eat. Eat to live. Not just live to eat. You eat things that can make you healthy. These are very good. Before you use them, do your own research. And please do not use elephant ears, because this is not elephant ears. This is different. So please do not use elephant ears and believe it's Eddoe or Dashin or Tanya. They all have their own unique look, but they all almost look the same. Pay attention. We have one more area that we need to check. Thank you. One more area that we need to check to see if we could start harvesting from this area as well. And guys, I want to tell you guys, my bell pepper tree finally hit 9 feet tall. Finally hit 9 feet tall. A bell pepper tree I have down there. But let's go back over here. Let's try these now. So this is a crop. You know what? I did a video with this the other day where I plant this really deep. It ain't got no rain, but this thing is still surviving within that heat. But anyhow, let's go and see here, guys. We want to see if this crop here is ready to harvest. Let's see. Oh, wow. Surely ready to harvest. Surely ready. I mean, if we did leave it a little more, there's others that would have come in. But this is a nice, produce a nice little crop here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This produces a nice little crop. But I wish I did leave it for another 2 weeks or so, because all these small ones want to get a little bigger. You see? But this crop produces a nice little crop. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. So what we do, guys, that we got to bury that, put that back in the ground. So what we see, the whole crop is ready with all the eddoes. The only thing we see not ready is the dasheen and the tanya. But we know for sure that our eddoes is ready. And this is a real beautiful harvest right at this moment. Beautiful harvest. I like these. I like how they're pretty. You see how they're pretty? They now come from under the ground and they're pretty. Yes. So this is a nice little dinner right here, guys. And this is what I'm saying. Now is harvest time. So after all the hard work that I put in, all the hard work, let me walk around now, because I'm not going to harvest it anymore. I'm not ready to, I ain't ready. So let me grab a few okra. Just a few of them. So I'm getting ready to actually cook a real healthy meal. When you don't cook this make you feel like a lion. This make like if you see a lion, you might just want to stand up and let's say let's go. That's how these food make you feel. Make you feel like a lion, man. Yes, I do to make you healthy. Yes, definitely. Oh, yes. And guess what? We also have a few eggplant ready, but we're only going to harvest just a few of them. So this is just a beautiful, healthy dinner right here. All right, so let's go see what can we get again. We see an eggplant right here. This is a, you see guys, these eggplant ready again. Watch. Eggplant ready to harvest again. And I now harvest these eggplant a few days ago. Okay. All right. I got to get a look all down inside. They have eggplant ready to harvest. All right, guys. So I don't have my tape measurement at this moment, but this bell pepper tree here finally hit it 9 feet tall. This one right here. This is actually live from Planter Garden TV. A bell pepper tree 9 feet, 9 feet tall. Watch. Look where my hand reaching. You see, watch. This is where my hand reach. It actually hit 9 feet tall. And if you notice, you're gonna see, you don't see these things nowhere, guys. Only at Planter Garden TV. Where do you see a 9 feet bell pepper tree, guys? Please tell me, where? You see, look going up there. What's going up there, guys? Are you guys seeing the amount of pepper this thing have on going up to the top up there? Hi, Natural Lyrics, what's up? Do you guys see? Watch. You see amount of pepper this thing have on? This only at Planter Garden TV you could see these things. Where else do you see a 9-foot bell pepper live? This ain't no editing, guys. This is live. Watch here. From the bottom, this is one the limb. This is one the limb over there as ready. And this is the other limb. From down here, comes right up. Right up, guys. Right up. Right up. Look at bee right there pollinating it. Watch. You see the bee? Right up to the top up there. Where else do you see this? Nowhere else. We have a next one down here. It ain't 9 feet as yet, but it already 8 feet. All these are 7 foot, 6 foot. Let me show you this other one down here. This one here is another 8 foot. This one is another 8 foot here. From the bottom, come right up, guys. This is another 8 foot pepper tree. Right to the top. Where do you see these, guys? Only at Planter Garden TV. Guys, you guys need to hit the like button, man. Come on. Come on. Take me to 20 likes, guys. Take me to 20 likes. Let me see. Thank you, Alice English Club. Blessings. Pyogo say only here at Flag. Definitely, Pyogo. You don't see these things. Thanks, lovely. My pepper did not get that tall. Well, don't worry if they didn't get that tall. Once they produce for you, that's grateful. That's good. Once they produce. All right. Yes, guys. So you see a 9 foot, and you see a 8 foot plus pepper tree live at Planter Garden TV. You don't get it no better. Only at Planter Garden TV you can see these kind of things right now. And you know what? Planter Garden grow his food natural. And I'm gonna show you guys something. How great, how this pepper tree is so beautiful. Right to the top. They growing and they producing. Right to the top. They growing and they watch. And they producing. Right to the top. Look how much pepper. You know, very soon, it's a ladder I'm gonna be start using inside here. Which, I have no space for the ladder. But as you can see, I cannot reach their top. So in order for me to harvest, I'm going to have to get a ladder. All right? So, yes, guys, if you haven't subscribed, thank you, Progo. Appreciate it. Make it definitely. You guys is a part of history live. I mean, come on. You can't get it no better than this. This ain't an edit video, guys. This is live video. You see in pepper tree where your hand can't even reach the top. This is live. So please support by hitting the like button. Please subscribe. And please share. All right? I will truly appreciate it. And even though a few days ago, 2 days ago, I make a massive bell pepper harvest up inside. A massive bell pepper harvest. Over 20 something bell pepper, about 30 something bell pepper. And if I really want to harvest again, today, I'm talking about 2 days ago, I can harvest again. Watch here. This is bell pepper here, look. And the reason why look at ripe one right in there too. The reason why I have to harvest too, guys, because the pepper them so heavy that they pop in the limbs them. You see, all that is pepper, everywhere, everywhere. So every 2 weeks you will capable of harvesting what? Look what's going on here. These are young peppers, but when I come to the limb pop, this limb pop, you could see how the limb look quaily. Look at next limb down here. Pop. You see? So you losing the peppers then. So sometimes it just worthwhile come and just pick them. You know, you want to leave some to ripe, which is good, but you also have to be picking them. And then the more you pick them is the more they produce. You understand? 2 days ago, if you check my channel, you're going to see where me upload a video 2 days ago that I harvest so many peppers and it's so much still to harvest. So yes, guys, thank you all again for all the support. Truly appreciate you guys. You guys motivate me to come out here and do these videos. But always remember, guys, always remember, in this garden you will always see things you never see. You will see plants producing like never before. You will see plants growing massive, tall like never before. You understand? So please don't hesitate to hit that like button. Okay, so where we see coming on here now, we see these eggplant we already harvest 2 crop already from all our eggplant tree. And look, we see coming in here again. And so the plants them getting tall. Look at this eggplant here. This is an eggplant actually taller than me. This one is about 7 feet tall. And they all growing really nice. And not just growing, producing. Real deal. Definitely pure grow. Once you follow this channel, you will become full of knowledge. You will become full of knowledge. When come on gardening, you will learn so much about different plants and how to take care of them. You will learn how to make composting, what to put together, what to mix together to able to have beautiful composting that enrich your soil so that it can feed your plants. So this is time for food, and this is what's going on here, guys. You want to able to feed your family? Subscribe to Planter Garden TV. You want to able to feed yourself? Subscribe to Planter Garden TV. You want to able to do a garden without spend any money? Subscribe to Planter Garden TV. Because what Planter Garden TV is showing you right now, he didn't spend a dime. He didn't spend no money on his peppers. He didn't spend no money on his eggplant. He didn't spend no money on his peanuts. He didn't spend no money on his herbs. He didn't spend no money on his eddoes. He didn't spend no money on his pumpkins. All this create without a cost. Everything starts from seed. Everything starts from seed. So we don't push you out there to go out there and spend a bunch of money. We encourage you to do it the simple way. And not just the simple way, it's a way to get production. All right, so your goal is grow the things you love. Grow the things that your family will enjoy. All right, and the things you enjoy. Learn how to grow them. Pay attention. Learn how to make them get better. Learn how to get more out of your plants. All right, because right now I see pumpkin start growing. Let me see what's going on over here. I see pumpkin start growing. Oh wow. God damn, look at this thing. Jeez, you, and God knows it heavy. I gotta get something to put under it. My goodness. Did you guys now see that? Wow. Did you guys now see that? Man, and it ain't that big enough. But the weight it put on. Wow, let me put something under it to keep it from rot, you know what I'm saying? You see that thing, guys? This thing now, just the other day I see this thing small. Look the size of this thing already. You see it? Ah? Pure girl. You remember a couple days ago, I think it's my last live. On my last live, I showed this pumpkin very small. Just a little small. Look the size of the thing already. So yes, guys, we see another one coming right here. That's the next one coming. That's the next one coming over there. Where we see we have several of them. Let me go down here and see what's going on here. Look, oh look one. This is how it did look a couple days ago. This is exactly how it looked a couple days ago. And look how heavy the thing is. Let me see. Watch, look at next one right here. You see this one coming? Heavier than it look. Yes! Yes. So right now, you see this pumpkin vines is running all down here. Look this one from all the way up there. Look, this one is running. Look where it is all over here. You see? So right now, this is the season. This is when my pumpkin them does really start running. This is the time and producing. This is the season. This is the time when they start producing. And as we can see right now, is that's exactly what's going on. They're producing a whole lot right now. And they're growing pretty big. And they just continue running. So I'm just allowing them to run, go wherever they want. And that's basically it. But like I said, guys, you cannot lose from subscribing to this channel. You cannot lose. If you ask the brother Pure Grow, that brother be watching this channel since I had cabbage in this area here. My pepper them was baby. And he see this whole process here. He see this whole process, how it all grow. How I know he see? Because every live I do, I saw him in the live. So that's how I know for a fact he saw this whole process. And for what he's seen with his own eyes, he know it's possible to grow your garden without spending a bunch of money on all different type of things that you don't even need. All right, so this is a monkey face pepper here. This is another pepper tree here. And this thing is so massive, guys. I'm not sure if you guys can see. It's massive. And while it's massive, it's loaded with pepper everywhere from top to bottom. Look how wide this thing is. This thing is from over here, coming all the way, back all the way over here. And it swing all the way, goes down there, you see? And it swing itself back there. Look how this thing is massive. And look the amount of pepper. You know what I was feeding this thing with? Cabbage leaf and water. Cabbage leaf breaks down in water. This is way. Exactly. Okay, yes. Piogo said, great transformation since it looked totally different back in April, May. Exactly. 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 So we don't just garden, guys. We try to show the production. We try to show the proof. We try to show what we're doing, what we're using, and the production. So if a person want to join us on this journey, it's documented already. It's documented because we did live on this garden season. This whole garden season, we was going live for this whole garden season. So you could see these peppers when they was little compared to 8 feet and 9 feet peppers now. 7 feet pepper, 6 feet pepper. Compared to that now. We're growing eggplant 7 feet tall. I mean, it's real. And they're not just growing. It's not to say they're just growing. It's not to say they're just growing. Yeah. It's not to say they're just growing, guys. They actually producing. So I want to show you guys how, let me see if I got the knife. Hold on. Because I want to show you guys. All right. So this is the Eddoe. You see, it's so much you learn on this channel, guys. So much. This is the Eddoe. How you prepare the Eddoe? You peel it. You see, this is the skin. So what you're doing, you're peeling off the skin of the Eddoe. You know, I ain't got the right knife, but I'll try my best. This is the Eddoe. It almost look like a potato. Now, you can boil this in soup. You could boil it or you could mash it up. Just like how you do mashed potato. You could do the same thing. You also could cut it up in pieces, dry them, and make flour from them. You also could use them and make porridge. All right? So it's a plant. The name of the plant is Eddoe, which is Eddoe. That's what we have studied. Do your own research on the plant. Do not get mixed up with eggplant and eddoe. Their leaf look similar. Do not get mixed up with that. Alright? So this is it right here. In many ways you can use this, in many ways. Also, this is their leaf during the garden season. Their leaf, how we do their leaf. And we also use their stem. But before we use the stem, what we do, we take off the outer part of the stem, which is this part. This is the outer part of it. You have to take this off. This is the outer part. Now, you just cut this up in pieces and you boil them. A good recipe to boil them up with is oko. Together is beautiful. Yes, it peel easy. Pretty, just like a potato. Just like a potato. Just like a potato. So this is what I do, guys. I only grow food that I like and also food that can build my immune system and help me keep healthy. We're not trying to gotta go to the doctor these days. So if we could try to prevent it, is what we're gonna try to do. We try our best to eat good and not just eat anything. This is why it's so important for me to pay attention to what I put around these plants, because many things we put around our plant, we also absorb it, because when the plant absorb it, we absorb it from the plant. So we try to pay attention to these things, our health. All right? So if you're growing something, you should take the time out. The thing is, guys, I can't tell you what to do, but you cannot get distracted in your garden. You cannot get distracted. Because if there's a way for you to grow your food natural, why? I mean, think about it. Why? Why not? Hey Kim, Ami, what's up? Hi there, planter and everyone. I came in time for the good news about the Eddoe. Yes, I missed this season because time escaped me, but I have 2 to 3 eddoes that I can sow them now for them. If you sow them now, let me see. If you sow them now, they cannot face in the winter. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna come back fresh in the spring, and then within September, October, you're able to harvest. So yes, you could put them in the ground now. They will just fade away in the winter and they just come up fresh in the spring. Then you have a beautiful harvest in the fall. So let me show you what I harvest, Kiami. This is what I harvest. It's just a few holes I harvest because I was just trying to see if harvest time is here. And I was testing different areas, and for what I saw that it's harvest time. Yes, guys. So I cannot tell you guys how to grow your food and what to put around your food. That's your decision. And that's your choice. But when it come to me, I see what growing your food natural, the things that you can behold from with your own eyes. So because of my experience, I know I don't need to go to the store to buy anything to put around the plants. Like I said, you could make your own composting. If you don't have a space, you could use a 5-gallon bucket and add, you leave them inside it with some water and just cover it and just leave it somewhere in the back. All right? It's so much you can do the simple way. Don't get distracted. Don't. This is for real. Don't get distracted. I'm going to pick 2 eggplants to go with my dinner. This is real life. This is real life right here. This is life. This is real life. Just choose where you feel like eating and you just get it right from your garden. All right? So guys, as always, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Happy gardening to all. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Appreciate you all. Thanks for the support. Don't forget to hit that like button if you didn't hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't hit the notification bell, don't forget to hit the notification bell. And I also want you guys to go and check out my videos there. I upload video very often, so there's over 3,000 videos and all of them is loaded with information. So check out my channel, check out some of my videos, and next garden season, you could become a pro in gardening. All right, it's a whole, let me put it there. Let me put it. This channel is basically, it could turn you into an organic gardener, a pro in gardening, natural gardening. I'm not talking about using all type of stuff. This channel, with the amount of videos I put out there, it's a university on growing natural food, and we have the proof to back what we're saying. We have the proof to back what we're saying. We have everything on documented already in videos, in live videos. Yes. Okay. Kiami say Eddoes and Dashing, but not Tanya. You don't like Tanya? Okay. Yes, it's a good vibes and flow. Thank you, thank you. Blessed. Hey, home said Rachel, how you doing? Good afternoon. How you doing? Good afternoon. Planter, I only hope to do better and grow better. All right, all right, all right. Hey, so blessed. How you doing? Good to see you all. It's all about, you know, don't pressure yourself. Nah, don't pressure yourself at all. When come on growing, don't pressure yourself. It's all about experiment and learning different things. And every year you should be able to learn something new. Open up your mind to learn different things. And the greatest teacher in gardening is your garden. All right, that's good. So blessings. The greatest teacher is your garden, your soil, your plants, your weeds that grows up in your garden. That's your greatest teacher. And that's where you got to learn. That's where you got to learn. Because you got to deal with your climate. You got to deal with the soil you have. So that's where you learn from. So don't make it too complicated, guys. It's really not. But it can be challenging from time to time. It can be challenging from time to time. But don't give up. Just understand life itself is a challenge, and it will always be challenged. But guess what? You're getting better and better every year. And keep your focus and don't get distracted. This is my don't get distracted. There's a lot of things out there. You might be, and I can't tell you who to watch, but do not get distracted, guys, especially when you're trying to grow a natural garden. There's going to be a lot of distraction, because what you're going to see, you're going to start seeing a lot of things out there, and they might tempt you. You might end up get tempted, and then you realize you start using the stuff them. Then you realize, why did I even try them? Then you end up getting mad with yourself. Then you might have to go back out there and start walking back on your soil. You don't want to do that. So okay, let me see what Kimami say. You overwinter plant from your age. No, I don't overwinter plants, because my growing season is long. So I don't overwinter them. What I do, I set them from seed early. That's what I do. But I don't overwinter them at all. These are plants that actually start from seed, guys. Okay, if there's any new people in here today, I'm gonna give you a chance to see a 9-foot bell pepper tree and a 8-foot bell pepper tree before I end the life. This is a 8-foot bell pepper tree going all the way up there. That's a 8-foot bell pepper tree. Right, exactly. Okay, mommy, yes. You remember when I was doing the live them with the exactly. These are the seed peppers them. You remember when we talk about programming seed and all them type of stuff? Exactly. These are the results right here. So this one is a 8-foot bell pepper tree. And this one over here, it's a 9-foot bell pepper tree. 9 feet. From down to the bottom there, go all the way up there. All the way up to the top there. That's 9-foot bell pepper tree. You don't see it nowhere else, guys, but at Planter Garden TV. All right? So yes, guys, I just want to thank you all again for coming out. You see, guys, it's always something to eat. Always something to eat. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all. You guys have a blessed. Yes, let me see. Planter was the first and last gardener I saw harvest bell pepper on a ladder. Thank you so blessed. Thank you so much. Definitely. Definitely. I never see that either. So yes, guys, over here we create real history over here. All right? We put our name in the record book. Yes, guys, so I'm just going to have a container here. The truth is, I didn't even prepare myself to come and harvest anything. So I have this container I have in the garden there. So I'm going to take these eddoes and put them over there. So this is a pretty nice harvest. Yes. This is dinner right here, guys. This is a nice, healthy dinner right here, and also with my tomato. So yes, guys, thank you all so much again. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Peace and love. Thank you all.